You think you know me, but there's a part of me that's been hiding, waiting to be released. I can't keep it inside anymore. It's time for you to see. The fantasies I've kept locked away are begging to be set free. But when they're unleashed, will you still be here with me? There's something thrilling about giving in to desire, about letting go of control. I've held back for too long, but now I want to share it with you. What if the things I've been thinking about are more than just fleeting fantasies? What if there's something I can't live without? I've been carrying these fantasies with me, but I can't hold on to them forever. They're going to slip out, and when they do, will you be ready? Every time I try to push these thoughts away, they come back stronger. What if I finally let you in on the secret? Can you handle it? The secret desires I have been hiding are too big, too powerful to ignore anymore. What will happen when I finally let them spill out? Do you ever wonder if there's more beneath the surface? What if the part of me I've been hiding is more intense than you could imagine? I've been keeping these thoughts to myself, but now they're flooding my mind. The question is, are you ready to know what's been on my heart? Every day, I fight the urge to let these thoughts out, but I can't anymore. They're bursting, waiting to be heard. Will you listen? The deeper I go into these fantasies, the harder it becomes to keep them to myself. What happens when I finally speak them aloud? The passion I've been hiding is undeniable, and it's getting harder to keep it in check. What if I let you in on my darkest desires? I've kept these fantasies locked away, but now they're threatening to escape. What happens when I give in to the desire I've been hiding? I've been trying to control these desires, but they're too strong. What will happen when I stop fighting and finally let them out? What if everything I've been dreaming of is more than just a passing thought? What if it's something, well, something I can't ignore any longer? The thoughts I've been trying to hide are no longer staying hidden. They're coming to the surface, and I'm not sure I can keep them in any longer. I've kept these feelings buried deep, but now they're rising, growing stronger every day. What happens when I let go of everything I've tried to control? The fantasies are too real, too vivid to ignore anymore. What if I finally let you in on the secret I've been keeping all this time? These desires are getting harder to ignore, and I can't keep pretending they're not there. It's time to stop hiding and let you know what I've been feeling. I've been keeping a part of myself hidden from the world, but now it's impossible to keep it inside any longer. What happens when I let you in? The pull of my deepest desires is overwhelming, and I can't stop thinking about them. Are you ready to hear what I've been hiding? Every day, I feel the weight of my secret desires pressing down on me. What happens when I finally share them with you? I've been keeping this part of myself locked away, but now it's time to let go. What will happen when I stop holding back? I've been holding on to these fantasies, but they're becoming too much. What if I let you in on what's been consuming me? The longer I keep these thoughts to myself, the more intense they become. What happens when I finally let you know what's really been on my mind? I've tried to ignore these desires, but they're too powerful to deny. What happens when I finally stop pretending and let you in on my secret? I've kept these fantasies hidden, but now they're demanding to be heard. What will you do when you hear the truth? The fantasies have been growing inside me, and I can't keep them in any longer. What happens when I finally let go and share them with you? These secret desires have been festering inside, and I can no longer hold them back. What happens when I let them out in the open for you to see? Every thought I try to push away only comes back stronger. Now they're impossible to ignore. What if I shared these desires with you? The fantasies that once seemed so distant have become part of who I am. Can you handle the truth when I let them spill over? I've tried to keep these thoughts under control, but they've taken over. It's time to finally let you know what's been consuming my mind. You've seen a part of me, but not the whole picture. The side I've been hiding is craving to be free. Will you be ready for what's coming? What if the things I've been holding on to are just waiting for the right moment to explode? That moment is now. I've kept these thoughts buried, but no more. They're so powerful, so real. What happens when I can't keep them inside anymore? These desires have been growing like an unstoppable force, and I can't keep pretending they don't exist. It's time to reveal them to you. I can no longer hold back the thoughts that consume me, the fantasies I've kept locked away, building inside like a storm ready to erupt. Can you feel it too? The heat of my secret desires burns deeper every day. It's getting harder to ignore, harder to keep to myself. What would happen if I finally let go? What if everything I've been dreaming of isn't just fantasy, but a reality waiting to happen? This burning feeling inside, I can't keep it in any longer. It's time I tell you what's been haunting me, the fantasies that have been smoldering in the back of my mind. They're getting impossible to ignore. I've been holding on to these thoughts, but I can't any longer. They're too real, too intense, too irresistible. Have you ever wanted something this badly? I know these thoughts have been swirling in my head for a while, but tonight I can't stay silent. It's time to share what's been eating away at me. There's a part of me that's been screaming to be heard, a deep desire that's impossible to silence any longer. I need to share it with you. Every day, the fantasies grow stronger, hotter, and I can't escape them. They're impossible to resist. But can I handle them once they're unleashed? I've been keeping something inside for far too long, a secret so intimate, so raw, I don't even know how to begin, but I can't hide it anymore. Have you ever felt your body betray you with thoughts you can't control? Well, that's where I am right now. This is no longer a fantasy. It's become a need. The weight of my hidden desires is crushing me. I've held on to them for so long, but now they're ready to spill over. How will you react when you hear them? These fantasies are no longer just thoughts. They've become a fire inside me, burning with intensity. I can't ignore it, and you shouldn't either. You ever feel like the things you want the most are the things you can't have? What if that forbidden desire is closer than you think? I've been waiting for the right moment to say this, but the truth is, I've been consumed by thoughts that are too powerful to ignore any longer. It's like a dark, irresistible force pulling me, urging me to let these desires out. But will you accept them? Will you understand? The thoughts I've been hiding, they're no longer just in my head. They've taken over, and I have to tell you what's been going on inside me. Sometimes I wonder if the things I desire so much are meant to stay in my dreams, or if it's time to bring them to life. What do you think? These fantasies have been my constant companion, always lurking in the background. But now I can't keep them to myself anymore. Can you handle it? What if I told you there's a side of me you've never seen, a part of me that's craving something more? The question is, are you ready for it? You ever have that one thought that keeps you up at night? The kind of thought that makes your heart race, your body ache. That's what I'm feeling right now. I've been holding on to these secret thoughts, but now they're too strong, too real to keep hidden. Do you think you can handle the truth? You can only hold back so much before the floodgates open. And believe me, these fantasies I've been hiding, they're about to drown me if I don't let them out. I've always told myself to keep these desires to myself, but now they're too loud, too powerful to ignore. It's time to let go of the control. The longer I try to hold back, the more these fantasies consume me. Will you be there when the dam finally breaks? Will you listen when I can't hold back any longer? Have you ever felt a burning need for something forbidden, something you can't quite reach? That's how I've been feeling, and I can't stay silent anymore. It's like a wave crashing over me, this overwhelming urge that's impossible to ignore. I can't stop thinking about it, and I'm ready to share it with you. These fantasies have been building, and now they're coming to a head. I need to know, can you handle this truth, or will it be too much to bear? I can't stop imagining what it would be like to give in, to let these fantasies become real. But can I trust you with my most intimate thoughts? The line between fantasy and reality has blurred, and I can't keep pretending these thoughts aren't a part of me anymore. What do I do now? Every thought I've tried to push away keeps coming back stronger, more intense. What if I let go of all the control and let you see what's really on my mind? I've been playing it safe, hiding these thoughts from everyone. But what if I stopped holding back? What if I shared the darkest corners of my mind with you? What happens when the fantasies become so real you can't ignore them anymore? That's where I am now, and I'm ready to let you in on the secret.